Alright, so after a completely disastrous attempt to rebuild the Dolphins, since I want to try and work my way through all 32 teams, I'm just going to go on to the next team alphabetically, which would be the Eagles, who I don't necessarily think are going to blow everything up and rebuild this offseason because they just hired their head coach. But, whatever. Let's see what we can do. I also have a lot of draft capital. Alright. Nope. Nope. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Alright. Alright. Sure. Let's go to college. See what we can find for future NFL players. I'm going to try out this one. Alright, so that's the one I used last time. So I'm going to go with it again. I like to change them up when you start to be able to remember from previous franchises who is a hidden dev and all that stuff. So, but I don't remember anything about this one. All right. I think the Eagles have a possibility for some substantial draft capital. Yep. We're going to look at homer picks, so. Alright. Next week. Alright. So let's start going through position by position. Alright, nothing really there. Let's jump to wide receiver. Alright. Next week. Oh, they beat the Panthers. Just finish looking through wide receivers real quick. Alright, tight end should be pretty good. Left tackle. There's a weird pause using the controller on a PC when you press the X button. There's a strange delay. It only seems to be the X button too, though. Alright. Next week. Alright. College players. Alright, left tackle. A lot of red. A lot of red. I did not change my scheme or look and see if I want to. So that may actually, I'll look at the end of the season. So that may change my college scouting a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Jump over to guards. That'd be a good get. 3rd round grade in the 5th, 4th round grade in the 6th. Alright, next week. Alright. Another win? Interesting. Eagles on a little bit of a roll. Say Linderbaum, Lindstrom. And then for scheme fit, all the way down here in 7th. Alright, what we got for right guards? Alright. Undrafted, take a peek. Nothing. Alright, Evan Neal projected at right or left at the next level? Sure that'll be debated leading up to the draft next year. Next week. Alright. Wow, that'd be surprising in real life given how good the Chargers look if they drop to 4-3 somehow. Wow. 3-5 for the Eagles. Alright, we're at right tackle. I like Lucas. Not scheme fit here. Oof. Whoever created this roster does not like him. Alright. Pull. Okay, rushing. Who's a power rusher? Banta. Alright. That's it for that week. Next week. Alright. Wow, the Broncos 6-3. Interesting. Alright. Looking at left ends. Alright. Banta, Simmons. Alright. Right ends. Isaiah Thomas, the point guard. 3-5 again. And just looking at some of these undrafted guys. Alright, D tackles. I like Jordan Davis in real life. And is a beast. Oh, 15. Oh, I gotta get that one done. On to the next week. Alright. D tackles. Part 2, I think. Alright. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Alright. Alright. Outside linebackers. Wow, it seems like no matter what scheme you pick, no left outside linebacker is ever a scheme fit in any draft. Apparently same is true for middle linebackers. Wow, what is the scheme then? Right? Nobody. Alright, how about corners? Zone. All the way down here at Wilson. Alright. the Eagles have Darius Slay? Darius Slay is playing in the zone system, zone scheme. Is that right? Was he not at one point one of the better man corners in the NFL? So is he playing out of scheme? I mean, you know, any real NFL person would probably tell you that that whole idea of Madden puts on too much emphasis on the quote unquote scheme. Um, you can even do like talking about coverage. There's some fascinating YouTube channel I watch sometimes, and they talk about split coverage, Rip Liz, where one side of the field is playing one coverage and the other side of the field is playing the other. So I don't even know that it really matters as much, but that's fascinating. That apparently the scheme is one thing, and your probably number one corner is something different. Okay. Next week, when they managed to beat somebody else, they went to 4-7. Giants at 2-8. That seems realistic. On to week 12. All right, Jets at 2-9 also seems realistic. Although they stole a game from the Titans in overtime, not really. I mean, the Titans played like garbage, but the Jets somehow pulled that one out of their backsides there. All right. Miami of Ohio. Most famous alumni, probably Roethlisberger, who needs to take a Rothless retirement. Tired of seeing him trot himself out there, but that's his business, not mine. Alright, so I think we might be pretty good on everything else. We'll take some of the top overall first round guys just in case we end up with a, because I think the Eagles have 2 and a potential for a 3rd overall in the first, so they could end up picking in the top 5. Alright, on to the next week. It looks like they beat the Jets. Good job. Probably really hard to change these ratings. I imagine it's not simple, but some of these quarterbacks that were at the beginning of the college season ranked really high coming into next year's draft, taking a tumble, according to the so-called experts, you know, which won't even matter because the draft is not till April. So by then, who knows who will be saying what about whom. So it's interesting how Malik Willis now here at number 16 in the and looks like a bust in the first round in this particular roster set is made the top player on Mel Kiper's big board today. Not top player not named Thibodeau, the defensive end from Oregon, but other than that, he's got Malik Willis number 1 overall, or number 2, I guess, depending on how you look at that. Curious how Mel Kiper gets away with doing like a quarterback list and an everyone else list. Is it just because he's been doing it for so long? Right? Okay. This guy right here, Dean from Georgia, looks really good. He has looked really good for Georgia so far this year. Probably risen his draft stock. 5-9 Giants, 6-8 Eagles. All right. Next week, almost out of weeks. I go right past that every time. somewhere down here over the rainbow. There we go. All right. We got this week 2-13 Washington. Now, how does that feel for if it happens in real life? Team wasn't Washington supposed to have one of the best defenses in football? How far of a fall would that be to be 2-13? Oof, I think they lost again, 2-14. They're probably in contention for first overall pick. Ron Rivera taking a quarterback? I mean, almost definitely, if that's what happens. Lord, they got enough first round picks on their defensive line. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Alright. 11-5 Cowboys. Alright. Just throw all these. Yep, done. Alright, let's view the playoff bracket real quick. Chiefs with a first round bye, not hardly. Bucks with a first round bye, that seems probable. The Rams out of the playoffs, that doesn't seem likely. Looks like the Niners maybe won the division. San Francisco in second. Not fair their quarterback is. Dallas too, though. Alright. Chicago figured something out there. Over here, Tennessee, not without a major turnaround. Cleveland. Chargers out of the playoffs? Interesting. It looks like Chiefs and Raiders made it. Long season, though, right? Long season. Alright. Next week. See what we got. Next week. Next week. Wow, rematch. San Francisco and Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Wow. Jump ahead to next week. Alright. Yearly awards. Here we go. Go through this real quick. Mahomes. Alright. Coach of the Year. McCarthy. Alright. Let's look at the Kyler. Okay. Seems reasonable. Khalil. Why not? Fields. Okay. Micah Parsons. Doesn't seem too out of whack. McCaffrey. Christian Kirk. Okay. Alright. Zach Martin. Yeah, definitely. Aaron Donald. Mac again. Malcolm Jenkins, really. Alright. Check on the AFC real quick. Mahomes, Miller, Mac Jones. Wow. Highest graded PFF rookie so far this season, by the way. Owosu Koromoa. Once again. Edwards-Helaire. Julio. Good Julio. Ronnie Stanley. Well, yeah, no doubt on that one. I'll take that one. Okay. Alright. And McLaughlin. Alright. Who are they giving the Super Bowl to? What you think, Madden? Kansas City in a blowout. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's always... They didn't have this last year. This little season recap's a lot faster to look through. Okay. None of that seems unreasonable. McCarthy Coach of the Year. I mean, I guess if they play... Dallas keeps playing like they do. Like they are, yeah. That's definitely possible. Alright, I'm not going to make any staff changes. I'm gonna check on this real quick though. So West Coast spread. Okay. West Coast power run, vertical. 59%. 66. Power to go to power run. All right. 70% for vertical. All right. But like no offensive line. Save a lot of your skill positions though. I think so. Let's do that one. All right. 75, not bad. Wow. 78 to go to 4.75. 82 for disguise 4.3. All right. 34 storm. 46. Yes. Just gets shredded. Modern NFL. 4.3 under. That's a. All right. Yep. Done. All right. All right. Next week. All right. Real scroll real quick through the retirements. All right. Norman, Peters, Dwayne Brown. All right. Okay. Marcus Cannon. Wow. Okay. All right. Whitworth finally. Okay. Nate Solder. All right. Andy Lee. Wow. Okay. Who's interested? Who we got? What are we talking about? Negative. That's gonna be a no. It's gonna be a tough. This is gonna be a tough off season. Oof. All right. So no on these low 50 guys. Let's go ahead and no on the low 60s. All right. TJ Edwards. Poor Hassan Ridgeway. Nobody values you. At least not Madden anyway. Flacco, no go. Alright. Avery. 72, but he's already 27. 28. 27, no fit. 13 and a half. 2 years. All right. 27.78 overall. 32.74. I don't think we're gonna get everybody. I'm gonna let Ertz go. Try and bring in scheme fits. So Steven Nelson. Wow. So if we let Ertz go, we ought to try and re-sign Dallas. What's a 5th year due? Actually, it hurts us. See if we can get him assignment. All right. Really? 34. 89 overall, though. Superstar dev. $11 million for 1 year. I don't know, man. Alright, took a reduce. That's not, well, not terrible. I think I'm gonna have to. It's not a bad one if he signs it. Free agency, fine. Alright. Let's focus on Wilson. It's not bad. take it or not. Free agency. Done. Works for me. Alright, that's everybody. So, on to free agency. So, who is, do I have any like obvious get me out of here's? No, man, that's crazy. Looks like most of their contracts are pretty well structured. Save about $4 million. I don't know that I would kind of replace him for that much though. Nah. All right, so we're out on that. All right. Let's just fly through some college scouting real quick. All right, not bad. We picked up some different players. What's this different scheme? Alright. Run stopper. Alright. Deep threat. Alright, not bad. Alright. So, is there anybody... Is there anybody we want to trade? Definitely not. I mean, what's the market for him? Is there even a market for him? Texans? Steelers? Who was the green? Seahawks? Yeah, maybe it was just... Maybe it was just yellow. Does the Texans have anybody we were interested in? I got double six. I wonder if I can get the first one out of them. Alright. Nice. Alright, tight end. Okay, alright. Alright. Okay. It's a big penalty. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Alright, so we're out on that. Alright. Not terrible. Alright, free agent time. Okay. Work backwards. Strong safety. Doesn't have any offers yet, but he probably will. I'll make you a not terrible offer for one more year here. not going to pull it off. Owen Alexander. Oh, that Dev, though. Chris Barnes. Carolina in on that one. Alright. Houston, Kennard. Sue. Not going to be able to scratch surface on that one. That one either. Okay, alright. Regular devs, man, regular devs. Alright. Dan Feeney. Yeah. Way out of my price tag. I mean, 3 more years? It's going to take all my cap. 3 years, $12 million? No, thank you, Mr. Big Chest. Alright, I think we're out of. Alright, yep. Next week. Got both of them. Probably could have got them cheaper at the end of the season, but oh well. Thumb through some college players real quick. Alright. Dante Warmack. Alright. You look good on everything else. Center maybe is just time to bring in somebody to replace Kelsey eventually. Hey, look, another Matthews. That's gonna be a try to get right there. Okay. Next week. Defense. Left end, right end. Nope. D tackle's good. Left. Apparently is a weak spot. Chris Neal. Right outside. Ooh, tons of people now. Okay, alright. I mean, there are worse guys out here. Alright, now it's slot. We got some different guys here. Ah, just short. 1 point short. Next week. Alright, do the recap re-quick. Re-quick. No one signed him. Fascinating. Still available. Well, that's because we're still unavailable, derp. Alright. Jets. Seahawks. Alright, Dolphins. They lowballed him too. Wow. Alright. Vaughn, a Texan. Okay. How's his mom and them? They good Christian folks? Because that seems to be a prerequisite to be a Texan these days. Their spiritual leadership and whatnot. Alright. So that should push us forward to the draft. start the draft. Alright, we'll pause it, and I'm going to split the video in half here because we're already at 35-minute runtime, so I will hopefully see you guys in part 2.